Miyoko here, and the day I'm posting this is my birthday. So I decided to do an art style challenge where I draw my persona that I made in 8 different art styles. I could have done more, but it would take a lot more time, and I already struggled to do 8. I might do more of these in the future. Anyway, my persona is basically a combination of, like, Espeon from Pokemon combined with a Monokuma-like thing. Because I'm a Danganronpa nerd, and Miyoko is what I name all my Espeons. And I combined that with how I look, and I got this. Now, I obviously don't have purple hair or anything, but I really like how my little persona looks, and I really like drawing them, so I said, you know what? It's my birthday. I'm going to draw my persona in a bunch of different art styles. So I hope you guys like this video, and I would really appreciate it if you would share either this video or just my channel in general with your friends if you enjoy my content. So the first style is just my style, so there's not really much to say about it. I will say in general, this whole like little process, the things that I struggled with most is the fact that my persona has ears, and most of the things I drew them in, I did not know how to draw my ears. Another thing I struggled with was glasses. But yeah, all the different art styles that I chose were things that I personally love or like have an attachment to or like stuff like that. And in the end, I really liked doing it. There was a few that I struggled with a lot, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyway, moving on. Next art style. So obviously, since my persona is based on something Danganronpa, I'm gonna do the Danganronpa art style. And I like doing this type of art style instead of like the sprite style. I don't know why, I just like doing it. I've always been trying to get better at this. I do have commissions open for like drawings in this style, but I'm always up to learn more. So whenever I get the chance, I'm like, I want to draw in this style, and I feel like I'm getting better. I mean, you have to be the judge of that. I used Toko and Kyoko as my main references because they were kind of purpley and Toko had glasses. So yeah, I attempted to put in hands into this one. Was struggling a bit with the arm position. Then I realized it's Danganronpa and I do not want to do hands in this style. But yeah, I do a lot of Danganronpa style. I try to get better every time I do it, and it's really fun. Also, a running trend in these videos will be I almost forget my glasses. I basically keep forgetting to sketch the glasses and then only remember that the glasses exist when I start lining. Whoops. But yeah, if I end up doing like another one of these, which honestly these are pretty fun, so I probably will with a bunch of different art styles. However, the Danganronpa art style will probably be a staple that stays in every video. It's just fun for me to draw, and since I have like a fangin, I draw like splash art. I mean, my fangin's in my art style, but I still like to do like this style on occasion. I've been meaning to maybe redraw the splash art for my characters, seeing as they're getting about a year old now. But yeah, there's not too much to say about this drawing. I mean, I struggled a bit with the ears, as I do with every drawing. I wasn't sure. At first I tried to make them look fluffy. I don't know what I was doing. It's a struggle. I don't know how Danganronpa would make these ears. These ears do not exist. They belong to a Pokemon. But yeah, my favorite part of the Danganronpa art style in general is when you skin, yes, I swear I can talk. When you shade the skin, it's really fun to do. Like, I don't know, I just find it really fun. I don't know. Yeah, that's really good to explain. It's so, like, complicated with the shading, but also just fun. Thank you, Chiquita, very cool. When I've done this style in the past, I did it on my phone, so I'm still kind of learning about how to exactly to do it on my computer. But yeah, in general, I really like how this turned out. I maybe could have shaded the light purple part of the hair a little better. I don't know. You cannot really, bleh. You can't really see the highlight in the hair on that side that well, but you know, I tried. And another thing about Danganronpa in general is, oh god, they love their folds so much. That's the thing I struggle with the most in this style, even though it's so iconic. They make so many folds in all the clothes. I think they heard that, like, folding makes clothes more realistic, and I think they just went ham, and they put folds everywhere. And, you know, it's a little intimidating to draw. I feel like I never actually, like, do it justice, but I feel like here, I think I did it okay. You'll have to be the judge of that, though. Let me know. Also, in case you guys are confused about this last step and why I made her look like made the drawing look like a clown for a bit, it's me coloring, like, the line art. But yeah, that's Danganronpa. What do you guys think? Moving on to the next style, I obviously had to do Pokemon since the other half of my design inspirations is Espeon. But Pokemon has a lot of different art styles, so I, like someone sneaky, went to Instagram and put in my stories like, hey guys, what's your guys' favorite Pokemon art style? Let me know. Because, you know, and I didn't tell you guys at all what I was doing, but I was doing reconnaissance where I am RIP audio, you just like to die sometimes. I was checking which art style you guys liked the most. Most people said Sword and Shield, character art stuff, but there's also, like, the really old school style, and I'd really like to do, like, a bunch of the other different styles someday, like, maybe I'll try the Sun and Moon anime style. But yeah, this was a bit of a struggle. I mainly kind of mostly looked at Gloria from Sun and Moon for the eyes and stuff, and I had a few other references to the side. I had Avery there mostly because I wanted glasses references, and I also put Espeon for a reference, and I basically just drew the ears, how Espeon's ears are, and its official art, even though the official art is older than the Sun and Moon art style thingy. But I adapted it. I think it looks okay. I will say with this art style, I'm really, that. I swear I can talk. Okay, redo that. I like in this art style how round some things are, like how the hair is kind of rounded and things like that. I don't know. It just makes me want to squish it. It also kind of reminds me of Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. I should rewatch it. I should watch Adventure Time because I never finished Adventure Time. Never finished it. Heard that she got together with Marceline. Watched Obsidian because that was cute. But I should actually go back and finish it, you know. We're getting off track. Pokemon. So this is one of the first ones that I actually drew that I said, you know what, I'm gonna draw a hand. And I didn't wuss out. I actually drew a hand. Does it look like a Pokemon hand? I don't know. I should have looked up more references. As for the shading in Pokemon seemed very simple, but at the same time not exactly cel shaded. It was like a little soft in areas. So I tried to emulate that the best I could. In the end, I think I ended up with something that I liked. I added the little highlights in the hair that Gloria had, and we were done. So that's Pokemon, and moving on to the next art style. I tried to do Animal Crossing next, and oh boy, that was a struggle. So I love Animal Crossing. It's amazing. My boyfriend got me New Horizons last year, and like a long time ago before that, my Grammy got me New Leaf, and I just love Animal Crossing. It's really cute. Admittedly, my town is like still looking not the best. Haven't played it in a while, but I'm time traveling to the past to catch up what I missed. I believe my game is still in like July, but I still love it. That being said, Animal Crossing is a very hard style for me to draw because it's 3D. In the future, I'm probably not going to do too many like 3D art styles like this because, oh boy, this was a struggle. I debated making myself like a villager, like an animal villager, like just making it like an Espeon. But I decided, no, I'll do a little human villager. I was debating for a few art styles if I should draw myself as more like an animal, like an Espeon. But you know, this one I stuck with. I stuck with my human form. And as I was drawing this, it just really made me miss my town, so I'm probably gonna start playing Animal Crossing again after this. I tend to do, like, I'll play it for, like, a month, and then I'll get, like, a break for, like, a few months. I don't know, it's weird. But after I do this, I really miss my town. I want to go see Kyle, and I want to go see Judy. Those were my favorites. I also have Gale and Flora, and I decided that they are dating because they're always hanging out together. And I think it's adorable. Do you guys have Animal Crossing? If so, what's your favorite villager? Also, what's the villager that shares your birthday? Because mine is Fauna, and she's adorable. But yeah, I really like Animal Crossing, but this style was hard to do, and I struggled. I tried blocking in colors like one at a time and then going through and trying to make them like look 3D. But I think I was the most successful on the skin maybe, and the least successful on the hair. The hair was a struggle. I probably should have made separate like clumps of it instead of just one big clump for one big area. That probably would have made it easier, but you know. Also struggled a bit with how to figure out how to put the ears in. Ended up just kind of putting them on like if they were like the wolf ears on wolf villagers. Because at first I was thinking, like before I even drew it, I was like, do I put them on like they're real or do I just put them on like bunny ears that you can buy in the game? And I chose real, and it's a little hard to do. Also a little hard to do my little like necklace thing when Animal Crossing villagers have like no neck. But I think it turned out okay in the end. Also, I drew a hand. It's not cheating if the hand is just the ball. I drew a hand. It's Animal Crossing hand. It's fine. And yeah, there's not too much else to say. I struggled a bit. I added a bit of like a texture to the shirt because the texture on the shirt make it more realistic. And that was Animal Crossing. And moving on to our next style, Homestuck. Man, I love Homestuck. I haven't read any of the quote-unquote Homestuck 2 or whatever. Might get around to it eventually, but the main plot of Homestuck, love it. It was amazing. I also saw some of Hive Swap and Friend Sim, and also can I just say that the art style for Friend Sim, I might end up doing another one of Homestuck in the future if I end up doing another one of these videos. And I might do the Friend Sim style, because that's adorable. But yeah, Homestuck. I love it. It was a bit of a struggle because of how minimalistic Homestuck tends to be. I was struggling a bit with how they would do my ears. At first I was going to put the insides of my ears, but then I realized they wouldn't do that. It would probably just be like a block. Also, I don't know if he did it in MS Paint, or if that's just a joke, but maybe I should have tried to do this in MS Paint, but God, that sounds like torture. Yeah, it's just very simplistic, and it was a little bit of a struggle. I had to add some outlines, even though he doesn't really outline them, because the background was white. So I had to add some outlines on like the outside of it. I also added my tail into this style. So I have a tail on my persona. It's Espeon, obviously, but I haven't been drawing it because I've been drawing waist up, and it would be weird and hard to put it into the things. So I was like, I'll just leave it out. But then I got to Homestuck, and I was like, I want to draw the tail. So I drew the tail. Now I'm gonna let you know another one of I drew the tail in another style because it's cute, and I like drawing the tail. Anyway. Yeah, Homestuck was pretty simple, and there's not too much to say about it. Moving on, the next style was Has-Been Hotel / Hell of a Boss. I would just say Vizzy Pop, but I don't, I believe their art style is more detailed and shaded, and I was going more for, like, the animation of these things. So, yeah. Let me just say, this was a big struggle. This is the one I struggled with the most. I think it's because it's semi-human, but at the same time, it's not human. Because most of the things in this art style are like demons and stuff. And I was like, uh-oh. So a lot of the references I used were helpful, but at the same time not. So I did a lot of off-screen looking at references too. I was looking at the human designs in Hell of a Boss. And yeah, it was a big struggle. At first I thought it would be like fun and easy, but it really wasn't. In the end, I'm still not completely decided if I like it. But yeah, I tried. I used Luna's ears as a reference for mine. Probably could have made them better, but you know. Also, in the very beginning of this sketching phase, I was freaking out slightly because I was like, it looks like an Equestria Girls like art style at first. But I fixed it. It doesn't look like that anymore. But yeah, this was a struggle. For a show that I love the art style of and love looking at, this was really hard to do. Also, I included the tail because the tail is cute. My favorite part of doing this style was probably the hair. And when I got around to coloring it, I adjusted the color slightly on my thing because, I don't know, the art style seems a little more wacky. I used the red that they use in most of the, like, time they use red. Like, I just color picked it from the show. And the rest of them, I just, like, slightly adjusted here and there. And, yeah, this was a struggle. This was hard to do. There's an ice cream truck. I kind of want ice cream. No, it's fine. Back to recording. So I realized we had ice cream at home, and I just ended up eating some of that. But anyway, we're back. Next style was My Hero Academia. And yeah, so there was a little bit struggle to look at the references for this. I ended up doing like a full frontal view of this. And I mostly looked at Uraraka, and I looked a bit at Nejire, I believe that's her name. And I used Minako for the ears reference because, oh my god, I love her. I haven't read the manga, but like, I want to see more of this bunny girl. Please show me more of this bunny girl. She's really cute. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next season. It's about to start. I'm so excited. I watched this show with my mom, and it's really fun. I do not read the manga because I am lazy. But yeah, I am excited. So in my drawing, I gave my persona Nejire's eyes because, in all honesty, I just didn't want to look up more references for eyes, but I also thought that her eyes looked very nice. So I used those eyes as a reference. I will say the eyes in general, for some reason, were a struggle for me. I don't know, it was weird. And I found it very interesting while I was drawing this, how it is both simple and a bit complex. Like, there's certain things that are really simple, like there's not a lot of folds in the clothes, yet there's like little lines in the hair sometimes. I don't know. It was fun. I also referenced Uraraka's hair when I was drawing like part of my hair, and then looked at Nejire's hair for the longer areas of my hair, and a bit of Mirko looking at that. And in the end, I think it turns out okay. I mean, I look at it and I think it looks like My Hero Academia, but I don't know. You guys will have to be the judge of that. Also, the shading on My Hero Academia is really simple. Like, more simple than I'm used to. There wasn't really, like, any highlights, and it was just a little bit of shading, and I was basically done. But yeah, that's My Hero Academia. What do you guys think my quirk would be? Anyway, that style's done, so moving on to the next one, which is actually the last one. It's it's Cat Game. It's an app on your phone called Cat Game where you collect cats. It's that simple. And I don't know, this game is really fun and the art style is really cute. It's just a simple app that you get on your phone, and it's like you collect cats and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so cute. So I had to do it. All the cats are basically like this base cat, but with stuff added to it. or like designs changed. So it's very simple, but it's really cute, and I really like the end result. And you know, it's fine if I'm the only one that knows what this is. It's fine. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this one. I reverted it back to being like a normal Espeon. Well, not normal, it's Monokuma, but I reverted it back to like Espeon looking. But I had a lot of fun doing this one, and this was a nice chill one for me to end on. And I really love the end result. I think it's adorable. And yeah, just slap some simple shading on it, and there you got cat game. Doing this challenge is really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know which art style was your favorite in the comments. I'd love to know. And if you think I did them justice, let me know too. If you enjoy my content, I would very much appreciate if you would like, subscribe, and maybe tell a friend. Again, it's my birthday. I have birthday powers. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.